Filmatic. I am your host. Still no God. A rock. The stoning. The film doctor. Oh. What is this? R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. What is he? What is? Okay. Oh, I get it. Like a falcon. Oh, okay. Okay. And I don't. What? Rocky? Is this charades? One word. Film.
And the film. So. Jen!
I literally always look around and think there's an earthquake in my house. Every single time.
And we are back in the operating room with another hot TV show on the operating table.
2 for 2. You got both of those right. Keep going.
Falcon and Winter Soldier coming to us from Disney Plus. And this mouse got cheese,
like
Ritz crackers, and everything else.
Cheddar.
Y'all know what y'all need to do. Why? Listen, we've been checking the email. We ain't got nothing yet. Y'all need to go ahead and do that, Disney. Y'all know what to do.
Go ahead and hit us with that sponsorship. And as always, let's jump right into our film review. Falcon and Winter Soldier. First of all,
to hear what you have to say.
Well, no, because I kind of want to hear what you have to say. You're always the one that's like, oh, well, this.
I feel like this one is going to be more conversational. Can we do like a conversational format instead of your review?
Well, you're already breaking the fourth wall, so we're already here. Tell me who was the mystery woman? Was it the lady that came with a business card with nothing on it? Who is she? There are questions that I have for me even to appreciate what the hell's going on.
She's supposed to be Madam Hydra. Dun, da, da, da. That's the person that the director was talking about. So she's like a triple agent. She was a Russian spy, so she kind of went to the same school as Black Widow and the other girl from the Black Widow movie that's like her sister or whatever.
Did you Google this or something?
It's from the comics. I actually knew this one when she said her name. Anywho.
Oh, so you were a dork. You read all of the comics?
No, I did not read all of the comics. I just knew
But you did not deny being a dork. Keep going.
Yeah, so she's kind of like, in the comics, she's kind of like a triple agent. She works for Nick Fury in S.H.I.E.L.D. at one point, and then she turns around and works for Hydra, and then she had been working for Leviathan. It's like a whole thing. But yeah, she's supposed to be like Madam Hydra. She's like, so it's hard to tell what they're going to do with this, but there is a group of supervillains that she brings together called the Thunderbolts. And so
a superhero team?
No, they're not superheroes. They're villains.
Oh, super.
It's like Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Except for it's Marvel.
And it's called what?
The Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolt. This is the name she gave it. And she's sticking with it?
I don't know. Listen, I'm not Kevin Feige. I ain't got that clearance yet. So yeah, that was an interesting cameo. She will be in Black Widow, so they held true to their word. She will be a villain in Black Widow. But yeah, she is a villain. John Walker might be joining her elite team. So yeah, I mean, that's who she is.
Okay. Okay, so another thing. Disney. Yes, in the world, we are dealing with a lot of racial things. Yes, I am black, if you're not noticing, and Manny is black if you don't notice.
No, I can't tell. Anywho.
They focus on this whole, they kept just saying like the black Captain America and this white Captain America and brown hair or blonde hair and blue eyes, and it was just a lot of racial stuff. I was like, man, they are going deep. And I'm not saying that I'm against it, but do you really need to say black Captain American America? But like I said, it's nothing to down it. It was just, to me, it was just like, was it needed kind of thing? Like,
I guess in a way it was, and it kind of goes back to the joke that they made in the beginning when I thought this was a nice tie-in. The joke that they made in the beginning when Sam and Bucky go to see Isaiah for the first time, the kid goes, "Oh, it's Black Falcon." He goes, "Oh, are you Black Kid?"
and I brought something up when we reviewed it on that episode too. Like, it was funny, but it's like, it's almost becoming like a focus, because then we see him as Black Captain America instead of Captain America. I guess I
think that's the point, is to get away from that. He's just Captain America. He's not Black Captain America. Sam is just Captain America. And I kind of get it. It's a journey he has to take, right? I mean, there's a reason that he didn't take up the mantle the first time, right? So there has to be a journey. And I don't think, and this is one of the things that kind of bother me, I don't think they delve very well into why he doesn't do it the first time. They don't do that. And that's what this episode is supposed to do. In that moment where he's talking to Isaiah, he doesn't give a lot. I think he needs to expound himself and say, know that Steve actually gave me the shield. I was waiting for him to say that. Like, he gave me the shield to be Captain America, and I turned it down. And to explain why he did that, because we still don't know why Sam didn't want to be Captain America the first time.
I think it was for the fact that he said he didn't think the shield belonged to him, and so he was content. He just knew that he and no one else could fill Captain America's shoes, and that it should not have been him. He did not feel worthy to be that person. I think that was quick to understand. I don't think that a lot of story needed to be put on that for that to be understood. That's what I got as an assessment from it. And I can see why. I mean, it's like, all right, who's gonna fill Martin Luther King's shoes? You know what I mean? You know, no, I don't care how many sermons you preach, but you're not filling Martin Luther King's shoes. Even if he was like, you are the next one. This is yours. This microphone is yours. Accept it. You know, it's not happening. It's just shoes you can't fill. So, I mean that's what I got from it. For me, it's still a good episode. Like all the rest, I'm happy with the things that Marvel is doing. I'm happy with the episode in general, the action inside of this one. No fake ass explosions or anything that were something that would throw me off.
How'd you enjoy that fight scene between Bucky, John, and Falcon?
I liked it. I mean, it wasn't something where I was like, oh my God, that shit is so hype, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, like I said, the whole overall episode with the fighting and everything was no different than every other week where I'm saying that it's good. So I'm going to go ahead and give it an A, not an A+, because it would have had to have something that really blew my fucking mind, and it didn't. So I'm just going to say it was just as good as the rest. A. Go on ahead and get it.
I mean, just real quick, I appreciate the tie-ins coming back from the first episode and previous things that we did, and kind of looping together storylines. Like my man GSP is now coming back around, because if you remember the first episode, he was on Falcon's first mission, the guy that met Carly in the park. The first mission we see Falcon on.
GSP?
George St. Pierre. He's a fighter. He's a UFC fighter. The actor that plays this is actually a UFC fighter, and I don't know his name in this TV show. So I'm just calling him what I know him by. It's George St. Pierre. He's a UFC fighter.
Like thin, Mexican-looking, Native American-looking guy?
He's Canadian, but yes.
I didn't ask what he really is. I'm going based on what he looks like.
So he was in that first episode in Sam's first mission, so now we're tying that in and bringing that back in, and they're kind of tying Isaiah back in and kind of looping that story together. And that's why I think, even though you don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but the give and take between him and Isaiah could have been better by just having Sam actually talk more. He
said to him the first time that they met, if he sees him again, it's not going to be pretty. And now he's just sitting down and having tea. Like, they could have.
He has a problem with Bucky, not with Sam. And that's the thing.
I guess. And the other guy, he was so protective of him, and now it's like, oh no, you can go. Go ahead. I'm playing basketball. I got a game to play. I'll be in though.
I mean, they're not worried about Sam. I think it was more so it was Bucky that was the issue, which is why they would be a little less defensive.
Guilty by association. That's what I would deemed it to be.
So, yeah, and I mean, it's good to see Bucky and Sam working together. They're kind of making them like an actual team now. As I said, Zemo is where he needs to be. I had no doubts in my mind that the door were going to do exactly what they needed to do. Zero.
We're not even gonna call them Wakandans. Disney apparently we're gonna call them Black Wakandans. So
no one is calling him Black Captain America. That's the whole point. That is the entire point. He's not Black Captain America. He's
no different when we get to the point.
He's just
when we get to the point, we'll be calling Miles Morales Black Spider-Man because that's what we know him as.
Anywho. Yeah.
So you did you give it a grade?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Thought it was a good episode. Gonna give it a solid A. Don't think it's an A+. Nothing was super wowing. I hated the fact that they left off on a cliffhanger. I really wanted to see that suit.
And that's what I kept saying. I was like, it's a suit.
I'm like, what the hell is in that box?
It's a suit. It's a vibranium suit that's sweet as hell, and we need to see it. All right. Credits. Hold on a second. Did you watch the cut scene afterwards?
Yeah, I watched that when was put together and stuff.
Is that supposed to be vibranium? And if so, where did he get it from?
No. In the comics, he doesn't have a vibranium shield. He has his own shield that he made. So
well, that motherfucker's getting smashed like a motherfucker.
Well, he's a super soldier now, so that also helps.
Unless he's throwing himself at these motherfuckers, it's not going to help. That shield ain't going to do shit.
I mean, even though he's a super soldier, he's still got to beat down. So I guess being a super soldier really doesn't matter. But
well, all in all, I think we have the same kind of review here for it. We both give it an A. We both thought it was good. Check it out. Check out the series. And we got one episode left to go. That's all we have for you guys today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please send them smoke signals up in the air. Tie a little note to a pigeon's leg. Put a message in a bottle. Send it on its way so it gets to our shore. Type it on the keyboard. Let us know inside the comments how you guys feel about the episode and in general about the show. And as always, thanks for watching. And this has been another exciting episode of Filmatic.